Yes, you read the title correctly. I got knocked out and I'm ending DevConMedia. December of 2024, like the worst thing possible could have ever happened to me. I got into a car accident, I broke my femur, and basically I couldn't go to college because I couldn't walk around campus, I couldn't get to class. I mean, I could have done online school, but I was just dealing with a lot of physical therapy and things like that. And yeah, it wasn't the greatest experience at all. Um, it was really bad for my mental, and I went from being in the gym a lot. I was at the MMA gym. I was always trying to win. I always had that edge. I was always angry. I was always mad. I was always ready to just go 100% and just throw down. And I was just a really angry guy. Um, and you know, during that time of that break, it very much humbled me because I couldn't do that to anybody. I couldn't do the things that I used to be able to do. And I really healed. I really healed. And I really grew as a person, I feel like, and really understood myself. Um, and just understood who I was. But, you know, coming back into the cage, training this whole time. I've been in the best shape of my life. I've been in physically great shape. I've been eating the right things. I've been sleeping the right amount. But I don't think I've been ever able to get back that killer mentality that I once had, where I just wanted to hurt people and I just hated everybody and I just hated everything, because I'm in such a better place in life and such a better place with my mind that I don't need to fight anymore. I don't feel like I have anything to prove to anybody or to prove anything to myself even, because I know how tough I am. I know the things that I could come back from, and coming back from that injury is going to be way easier than coming back from this fight. Because I got a flash knockdown. The knees to the body took the wind out of my system, and he was hitting me with uppercuts. He kind of just threw me to the ground. It was over. And it sucks. It sucks to lose at something you really care about, because I really do care about this sport, and I love this sport, and I love watching this sport, and I love everything about it. But I just personally am not a killer. I don't have that in me anymore to want to hurt people. And I should have never gotten in the cage. And I thought, this is a sport. I haven't been able to turn that on where I just want to go and I just want to hurt somebody. I haven't been able to turn it on. And I thought I would be able to turn it on the night. I thought I would be able to channel that. I thought I would be able to channel that energy of hate and just all that hate in your heart. Just letting it go. And I wasn't able to channel it. I just wasn't able to switch on. I feel like myself, but I also haven't felt like a killer this entire camp. I haven't been able to switch it on much. I've been able to go through the motions. I've been able to, spar, but when it comes to those just getting down and dirty, I don't know if I have it anymore. To be honest. At the end of the day, I just thought that this was destiny. I thought that I was put in a really bad accident, and I was put in a place where I could come back from something terrible, and from being depressed and putting on a bunch of weight to losing all the weight and training really hard and just going out there and getting the win. But sometimes, destiny is not what you expect. Sometimes destiny is a humbling experience, and maybe I don't even know the lesson I learned here yet, because I'm still trying to figure it out. But I know that destiny doesn't make mistakes, and I was meant to lose. And I don't know why, but there's somewhere a lesson in there, and there's something I could take away from this. And I'm just glad that I got back in shape, and I'm glad that I was able to train as hard as I could, because a lot of people didn't think I was going to be able to get back in shape. A lot of people thought, oh, well, you're too old now. You're not going to be able to get lean again. You're not going to be able to lose the fat. But I proved a lot of people wrong already. So, you know, it's one good thing, but I just didn't get the win. And, you know, there's a lesson I got to learn here. The reason that I'm ending DevConMedia is because I need a rebrand. DevConMedia is officially over. It started out as me and my partner. We wanted to create something great. We wanted to do something around MMA and music. And we wanted to also make our own content, do comedy, just make sketches and all that. And it's just, you can't rely on people. So I'm just taking it over myself. You know, my partner, we were supposed to have this big event planned for this weekend, and he just completely did a 180 on me and starts telling me he has all these other plans and he's got a whole bunch of other stuff to do. And if you're not 100% in this, you know, I don't want to be in this with you, because this is 100% what I'm focused on. And we agreed to a date, and we agreed to a time, and, you know, he flaked out. So I called him out, and he didn't like it, and, you know, he just got all mad at me. He got in his own ego, and you know, it sucks that to lose a friend like that, because, you know, maybe he won't want to be friends with me or whatever. But at the end of the day, this is someone who will step over dollars to get the dimes. This is a guy that, you know, wasn't going to be the best for this business anyway. And I think, you know, moving forward, doing things myself, I'm going to just get a lot more done, because I don't have to run it through anybody else. I'm going to put out what I want. I'm going to have my own freedom to do whatever I want to do. And that's good. It sucks to lose a partner, but, you know, this guy is never going to get another platform. Nobody is ever going to put this guy on again. I worked years to do Musicallys and do YouNow streams and do live streams and put out songs and do all this stuff, and it wasn't for nothing. I still feel like I have the creative mind to be a big creator in a space, and, you know, doesn't matter. So that's my mind.